Before I even start talking about anything, I have to give a massive content warning. Also, let me mention this. This video is not intended for younger audiences. What I'm going to be covering is pretty serious and it's not going to be funny. And I also kindly ask you not make jokes in the comments, as this is not a funny topic for me. So now that you've been warned, I guess I should talk about this video. So around 2 years ago, or around the time when I was 10, I ended up friending some guy named EagleDemir25, since I remembered him from a comment section I read. Then we occasionally talked like normal people do. I noticed he had horrible grammar and kind of acted weird, but I just assumed nothing. Even when he said he was like 16, I did not notice the obvious red flags, though he was definitely lying because he said he was a different age after the incident. I can't exactly remember what else happened because my memory isn't perfect, though I do remember him. I only slightly remember being with him in FF once with another friend. Said friend was not creepy, unlike him, and I remembered him acting a little weird, like he did, except a little more weird, but that's really it. But one day, I remembered him inviting me to Feather Family, and I joined him. We talked like usual, I guess. Acted a little weird, but I thought nothing because I was young and I couldn't really tell that he was being creepy. But then after a while of talking, he asked, "Can we play a game?" or something similar to that. And I said yes. And then he told me to sit down. I did that because I wasn't exactly smart enough to tell. And as soon as I did that, he proceeded to sit on top of my character, more specifically in the back. At the time, I didn't really realize what he was doing, but I had a strong feeling in my gut that told me that something was really wrong with this. So I got up in-game and started to get angry. With some more evidence that I have of him, I can safely say that my gut was not wrong at all, and he probably did have inappropriate intentions. As soon as I got angry with him, he started typing crying emojis and sad text, and then he started typing stuff along the lines of, "I'm going to kill myself." I don't exactly what I remember I said, but I was still angry. Then he also said to me, "Call 911, and I think he typed a knife emoji along with it. And after a while of me being angry and upset, I don't remember what happened, but I left my game. And after a few months or so, I was just playing FF once more with a group of my friends, and then I noticed he joined the game. At that point, I'd unblocked him for some reason, probably out of guilt or something. And then I started getting mad or creeped out or something. Then I remembered arguing with him, and eventually I stopped and met up with my friends on the barnyard roof. I remembered one of my friends asking me, "Did he try and riz you up?" I said yes, and at this moment I truly realized that what he did was incredibly worse than what I thought it was at the time, and I forgot what the others said, but it was something about him. And then I specifically remembered them harassing him or something, and this went on for a while. I specifically one of my friends being there, that one bird, who I'll just tag because they might remember some things that I've forgotten. After a while of them attacking Demir, he eventually left, and we were the ones who were left, and I think we stayed for a while until I eventually left. The reason why I left is something that I've forgotten. After all that, it left me feeling depressed and guilty. It was bad, but it only got worse as of late. I don't exactly know what happened or triggered it, but I started remembering it and started getting very depressed again. Though it was much worse than last time, I just felt guilty for all the things I said to him. It felt like I deserved to suffer. So much so that I ended up getting horrible suicidal thoughts and self-harm thoughts, which haven't yet gone away. My hands have started involuntarily shaking or stiffing up whenever I tried to write about this. This even happens whenever I think about it. About a year ago, I ended up meeting him again. This wasn't the first time since then, because he friend requested me, friended me on an alt named Sequel Steven 0. I would discuss that, but I don't really remember anything about that account other than the fact that I chatted a few times and he got banned from Feather Family. So I got friend requested by another account named Captain Sparrow, and I accepted it. At the time, I did not realize this was the same Eagle Demir 25 guy. When we chatted, he acted weird just like him before. This time I was suspicious, kind of played along with it. Just at some point when we were friended, he started saying that I suck or something along the lines of that because I didn't have a lot of Robux. But then he quote-unquote apologized, which was just barely an apology. And then over 2 days, like soon after that, or a month after that, I played FF with him, played in quotation marks, which was really just me documenting what he was saying. Well, I didn't screenshot anything on the first day. I did screenshot the things he said on the next day. Arguably, the most creepy things happened on the first day, as he asked me very personal questions, like, where do you live? What color is your mom's car? I didn't answer these. He told me where he lived despite me never asking them. Apparently he lives in the Netherlands, which could explain why his grammar was so shitty. But then again, he said 911 instead of 112, so I think he was just lying. Along with other weird behavior, I eventually just left. Next day, I ended up taking screenshots of everything, and eventually I left after I argued with him about him being Eagle Demir 25. I ended up uploading all the creepy screenshots to YouTube, but I'll need to be displaying some of the screenshots after I get to the proof part, and I'll only be displaying the ones I've deemed creepy or weird. I feel too guilty to display the actual video here because most of it was me just being mad at him. Well, I feel like it's justified, at the same time I feel guilty at the same time. Now, about the bans. After my friends confronted him, I got the courage to finally report him in an email I sent to Shiny. Despite me having 0 screenshots of what he did, due to my 10-year-old self being too scared to take them, I was thankfully fully believed, and he ended up getting permanently banned according to her. I also reported his alt, Sequel Steven 0, not too long after, and he suffered a ban, presumably of the same length. I never ended up reporting Captain Sparrow due to me feeling too guilty and feeling like I was just too stupid and pathetic, though at this point I'm honestly just considering reporting him once more, since I don't want any other kids suffering like me because of his perverted self. I also collected evidence of his creepy behavior, and I also took screenshots from his social medias since he has a TikTok and a YouTube channel. I already added a content warning at the start of the video, but I feel like I just need to add another one since there's going to be slight NSFW displayed because it's evidence. So first I'm going to talk about his TikTok account, which was thankfully discovered by that one bird. While he took down all his incriminating videos from there, I ended up saving some, mainly just like only free images from his account. Originally, I just felt like I was a failure because I thought I'd lost all the proof I had of him since a lot of the proof came from his Seagull Steven account, but luckily I found out today that I ended up saving said images, so I can still prove that he is in fact really bad. I also listed the one with the stolen PFP, which was originally by that one bird because they literally share the same exact name, technically. And also by the looks of it, it looks like that's his real name, Amirhan Olker. So the most damning evidence I have of him is literally just displaying his actual user, which just proves that these two accounts are connected. Along with that, he inadvertently shared his username of Eagle Demir onto the chat in Feather Family. This was taken a while ago since he's still playing the game on that account, which he wouldn't be able to do now because he got banned from FF on that account. And in my opinion, this is the most disgusting thing I've seen him post, which basically is what to me basically proved that he never had innocent intentions when he sat on my character. Originally, when I tried making a video like this, I ended up actually throwing up when I saw this. It honestly scares me that he's probably done this to multiple people, and said people could end up as miserable as I am. And here's the flipped version, since it was upside down in that image. And as we can see, that is his account. And here are some screenshots from that one video that I took. And this screenshot basically just proves that he's probably an adult since, yeah, if he was 16, he would have been like 3 years old when he started playing like Feather Family. And I'm not really showing this without context since this literally came out of nowhere. I don't know what he wanted me to send to my mom, but whatever it is, I wouldn't trust it. And this is his YouTube account, which has been kind of inactive, but I'm still gonna show proof from there since it's arguably disgusting. And I'm just showing this in case any of you didn't believe me. Yes, these two are the same account once more. And for the last bit of proof, I honestly feel I just feel very uncomfortable to even show it, but I kind of have to show it because y'all aren't gonna know that. Because if I don't, y'all are not gonna know how bad it is. So, all I can say is I'm sorry for subjecting you all to this. And I'm just gonna say this one more time. I am so very sorry for having to share this, but it's evidence and I need to share it. So, yeah. So if you don't want to see this, I heavily suggest you just skip over the few seconds, please. And yes, I censored it, but still. So now it's gone. Sorry for subjecting you to that filth. And that's almost all the evidence I have. Though I did forget to just talk about two other things. So about the TikTok account that I saw. So he's definitely an adult, which was proven by that one screenshot. But I'd also like to mention that in some of his older videos in his TikTok account that he deleted, he was shown drinking beer and stating that he had an addiction or whatever. So, yeah. And also, I took a recording of his video, and I found out what he sounds like. I don't think this is even important, but I felt like I should just include this anyways.
Hello guys, it's Steven here. Welcome back. In my previous video, in this video, I'm gonna show my new.
I'm not good at telling age from voice, but from what it sounds like, it almost sounds like he's like 20 or something. Though that's just a really broad estimate. So that's about all the evidence I collected. I'm sorry for how like disturbing and bad this video was. Some happier videos are probably coming soon. I just felt like I couldn't keep just not doing this. I felt like I just need to share that this guy's bad and that if you find him, you should report him. And I also felt like I needed to share this just because my mental health has been really bad. Like, I've just felt miserable because of like this. Seriously, for like the last week or two, like I said, I've just been very depressed and miserable and having suicidal and self-harming thoughts. So, that is it, I guess. I hope that you can just have a better day than I am and feel much better than I do right now. Hopefully you don't feel miserable or depressed like me.